Hello, and Sawadee-ka from Kanchanaburi. During World War II, the Japanese Imperial Army conquered Southeast Asia, and with it acquired hundreds of thousands of prisoners and skilled labourers, many of whom were sent here to build a railway across and through the Burmese war front to prepare the Japanese for an invasion of India. During this time, between 1943 and 1944, over 100,000 British, Australian, American, and Southeast Asian prisoners of war perished, earning this bridge the name Death Bridge. Join me as we explore one of Thailand's most darkest points in history. I wanted to catch the train across the bridge, give you guys the full experience. However, there are only 2 trains a day, one at 9 in the morning and one at 4 in the afternoon. So given that we're here at lunchtime, we're gonna have to opt for the poor man's version and walk across the bridge. Let's go check it out. First impressions, it's your standard railway bridge. Made of steel and wood. You got your railway tracks, steel beams. But check out the scenery. No, not them. The mountains in the distance, the river Kwai. And even here, you have a Buddhist temple. During World War II, the Kingdom of Thailand was neutral. However, when the Japanese Imperial Army came a-knocking, they were forced to cooperate, giving the Japanese access to their land and infrastructure. For the Japanese, Thailand was crucial in order to mount an offence against the British, who were located in Burma and India. To be effective at moving troops and resources, the Japanese had to upgrade Thailand's transportation networks. So in 1943, you began to see projects like Death Rail emerge. At the foot of Death Bridge, you're met with this cute little market. You have your fried chicken, street food, your rice, your eggs, and if you got nieces and nephews, you got your toys and souvenirs. But what really gets my attention are the knives. Oh, there's no knives. Are the keychains. Located next to the bridge, you have the GR War Museum. It's probably going to be a bit grim, but let's check it out. Alright, we start the tour of the War Museum downstairs. What are we greeted with? Off to a good start. Sawadee-ka. Here you can see many photos from the war. And here are the remains of the original wooden bridge that crossed the river Kwai, with a depiction of the prisoners and labourers who built it. As you can see, they are malnourished, many of them only receiving 600 calories a day, while enduring some of the most intense and brutal physical labour imaginable. Japanese helmets, and a boat that was used to carry prisoners who had malaria to isolated hospitals. Japanese knives, uniforms, guns, even old explosives. Here are one of the original carriages used to transport prisoners of war and labourers to construction sites. They would travel across Southeast Asia in the most extreme heat for days or even weeks to get to their destination. Here we have what you'd imagine would be a hospital or a rest point. But our boys here aren't faring too well. And that was the River Kwai Bridge, Death Bridge, and the War Museum. Let's hop on the bike, head to Hellfire Pass. Google Maps has taken us completely off grid. We've ended up at Hillfire Temple maybe. Anyway, Hellfire Pass is about 40 miles that way. So we're gonna have to make a move and hurry before it closes. But just a quick look at this pretty little temple. We have some red stairs leading us up to a Buddha or shrine. Got some nice little structures there. Shack there. White sedan there. And a wat where all the monks study and live. Right, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Let's make a move, do our best to get to Hellfire Pass. How lucky are we? After Google sending us half an hour in the wrong direction, we've then had to travel 2 hours outside of the city. When we got to Hellfire Pass, there's a military checkpoint with guards who said, no, you cannot enter, it closes at 4 o'clock. We got there at 4:15. I begged them, pleaded, they were very nice, and in the end, let us in. The ladies in the information centre just informed me that we've got to walk 30 minutes to the Hellfire Pass monument. I can hear thunder in the background and we're running out of daylight. So I might break in to a bit of a jog. Let's crack on. Got here in 5. Shit, I'm good. Got a lot of Australian flags around, which is great. But I think a lot of the guys here were the Anzacs. So shout out to New Zealand as well. Saw a few pins back there, little kiwi fruit. Good. You have to imagine tens of thousands of prisoners of war, labourers, working along these paths and railways. Thousands, tens of thousands died due to exhaustion, malnutrition and malaria. And that was Hellfire Pass and Death Railroad. I don't think we had enough time to really cover everything a place like this deserves and needs. I think we can come back in the near future and perhaps walk the 8-hour path. Right, now we're going to drive 2.5 hours back into town. It's definitely going to rain and we're definitely going to lose daylight. Anyway, let's crack on. We made it with plenty of daylight and only a little bit of rain. Anyway, I thought we'd finish the video here at Kanchanaburi War Cemetery. With 6,928 graves, this is the final resting place for many Anzac, British, American and Dutch soldiers. S.R. Baldwin, 24. D.J. Collins, 18. A.S. Culliford, 27. And that was our day on Death Railway. We got to see the bridge at River Kwai, we checked out a war museum, and we even walked through Hellfire Pass. Special shout out to all the Anzacs, the British, the Dutch and the American forces who had to endure here. And even a special shout out to the Japanese, because we need more love and forgiveness in this world. Anyway guys, until next time, Sadika.